This in mind, where do we start? Well, I want you guys to join me in a transformative journey from becoming a new person. Let's all become the new you, or Boris Johnson for tonight, for 5 minutes. So what do we know? You are a person. The new you is also a person who will always choose things that are best for him, that will give them the highest level of satisfaction, like the CEOs who want to raise the maximum wage. And you have a job. So does the new you. He is elected by the voters, his bosses, to represent their best interests. And like you, the new you also has aspirations. He wants job satisfaction. So what does that mean? You look for financial security, maybe career progression, and maybe meaning. Although some people would be happy to just do whatever they want if the boss doesn't find out. So you have colleagues too. We all have that one person. In the new use case, it's David Cameron. So while we wait for the slide to transition, just look at that face and that eyes, those eyes, and wait for him to stare you down. And then now you feel what you feel when he wants that new promotion and he has to compete with David Cameron. Now, what do you do if you can't kill him like Leonidas did his enemies? Well, you have to think a bit more. You think strategically. And then first, this is what you do. You have to figure out what matters to that promotion. You need to be popular. Do you know what your bosses want? And how does your performance look vis-a-vis David's? That's something you have to consider. And then, you have to assess your decisions. If you're closer to the field and you know a bit more than your bosses, if what you know is different from what your bosses think is best, would you still do that? And will he punish you if he finds out? And then you have to consider your personal extras. Let's say it's Christmas and you want extra money, so you drive an Uber. Is this worth the risk of you sleeping in the morning and your boss catching you, whatever you get from that Uber gig? It's something you have to think about as well. Putting all these together, and let's assume you're too busy to actually drive that car. So you have to ask yourself, what actions can I take considering David's possible moves that will make me the most popular candidate for that promotion? So let's go back to your dilemma. The new you is a bit confused. He doesn't know if he has to support the Remain camp or the Exit camp. So he has a conundrum here. So where do you start? You start with your pertinent facts. And we examine what the bosses want. Well, for the past year, the bosses really haven't made up their mind. They don't really know if they want to leave or they want to stay. And so it's not clear and you can't really gauge from that. Then you consider your expert input. What do the experts say? Majority of the experts think that leaving is too risky and remaining might be the best option for the UK. And so you keep that at the back of your pocket and you think a bit more. Now you think about David. What will David do? Well, David showed his hand too early. And in 2013, you kind of knew he would want to remain. So putting all these together, you have to consider, is there any benefit for me if I work with David? Is teamwork beneficial? Well, not really. Since the public is so divided and the approval is so low, you're not going to get much out of it. So what's your decision then? Well, your solution is to choose Brexit. As teamwork isn't worth it, and David already chose to remain, your best chance in securing that promotion is to choose the opposite. Because if he screws up, you look good. That's how it works. So now, as people, back to you, what can you do to make them choose better? We have to make our concerns our politicians' concerns. We have to make our intentions clear, and we have to be a tough boss. We won't forget in the next election. That's it. Thank you very much.